Hey, I'm Corinne and I'm the founder of Speckled, the tool that helps PMs build the right thing at the right time. Today, we're going to be talking about what to do when you're overridden. We're going to cover a couple of ways that you can respond when you've been overridden, what the disagree and commit principle is, and why it's the path you should take once in a while, as well as how disagreeing and committing can turn out well no matter what the best decision turned out to be. So imagine this scenario. You're sitting in a big meeting where a big decision is about to be made. Your leadership has made sure that all viewpoints have been heard and everyone's opinion was listened to, including your own, and with conviction and tenacity, you've made it known that you're not quite with the direction that leadership wants to take things. But you've just been overridden, and the people who sign your paycheck have decided that this is the way it's going to be. What do you do now? Well, the first thing you can do is stick to your guns and raise hell. Now, this could be risky. It could be risky to your job security if that's something you really care about. But if you do this enough times, you can become seen as someone who is disagreeable, stubborn, and someone people don't want to come to when they have an idea. And as a PM, ideas are pretty key to your success, so you definitely want to make sure that people can feel comfortable coming to you with ideas. You can also try to back this up with a lot of data and really try to sway their opinion back. Or you could wait for it all to play out, and if you're right, you can say, "I told you so." Now, the other option is to disagree and commit. The concept of disagreeing and committing was first created by Andy Grove of Intel, and it was made popular by Amazon. They decided to adopt the principle of have backbone, disagree, and commit as one of their key things. And Bezos has famously said that if you have conviction on a particular direction, even though there's no consensus, it's helpful to say, "Look, I know we disagree on this, but will you gamble with me on it?" Disagree and commit? So why should you choose to disagree and commit? Well, by disagreeing, you're going to encourage healthy conversation and conflict when you're making a big decision. And by committing, you're going to ensure that the team is united in its new direction, whatever that may be. And this can turn out a few ways, and they're mostly all positive. If your original viewpoint turned out to be suboptimal, well, then you contributed to the best possible solution. That's a win. Now, if your original viewpoint was indeed correct, by deciding to commit to the incorrect direction, you did find out as soon as you could that this may not be the best way to go, and then you can go back to the drawing board faster. By using disagree and commit, you're going to avoid that weird gray zone where a small but strong group makes a decision, but the rest of the team doesn't really speak up and express their opinion. So they don't really care about the success of this new direction because it wasn't decided by them and their opinions weren't taken into account. Disagreeing and committing encourages you to commit to other people's ideas and see that it's not always your way or the highway. So we covered a couple of ways that you can respond when you've been overridden. We've covered what the disagree and commit principle is and why it's the path you should take once in a while. And we've also talked about how disagreeing and committing can turn out well no matter what the best decision turned out to be. If you like this content, be sure to subscribe to our blog at getspeckled.com/blog. We send out a newsletter every Sunday with the top 3 stories of the week for PMs at small software companies. So if you want to get on that, just head to getspeckled.com/blog and drop your email there. And in the meantime, go ahead and disagree and commit once in a while.